Welcome back, Lumberjacks. We're back at it again here in week 4 of season 2, and we have 6 visiting prospects for this upcoming game against Michigan. Let's check those guys out real quick. So we have Wayne McCray, David Dingle, Eric Watson, Jason Thurman, Robert Fernandez, Blake Douglas, all visiting. So let's check each of these guys out real quick before we get rolling into Michigan. So Blake Douglas, his blocking statistics are kind of weak, but he does have good excel. The strength isn't too strong. You redshirt this guy, and he could end up being a pretty good run blocker, a pretty decent guard, but he's going to need a red shirt. Hopefully he doesn't have to start. But 6'6", 324 pounds, the number 96 guard in the country, and he's from Spring, Texas. Robert Fernandez is another 2-star JUCO, 6'1", 225. He's an athlete from Port Arthur, Texas, the number 69 athlete in the country. Nice. And he has 72 speed, 85 acceleration, 76 strength. He looks like he would be coming in to play either offensive lineman or defensive lineman. His power moves, he'll probably end up playing offensive line. With that speed and excel, most likely he's going to offensive line. It's funny because he can tackle. And Jason Thurman, he's 6 foot 223. He's from McAllen, Texas. He's the number 84 middle linebacker in the country. From a scouting standpoint, 78 speed, 87 excel. This guy could be a potential defensive end in my system. He's a JUCO, so he won't develop very much from 67, but maybe a decent role player. He's definitely going to be moving to defensive end. My 4.25. 74 strength, 87 excel, decent block shedding and power and finesse moves. Not a great tackler, so he's not a good fit for linebacker anyways. Free safety, Eric Watson. He has 81 speed, 89 excel. With that speed and excel, most likely moving to linebacker. His play rec is kind of booty cheeks. Decent in coverage. Can't really block shed, but we can make him work. Is he a JUCO? Yes, he's a JUCO. He's from Galveston, Texas. He's 6'2", 202. I like the potential of David Dingle. He's not super fast, and I don't understand how he's not a gem. He's a plus 10 overall, but sit him down, let him develop. Maybe he could turn into something. His accuracy needs work. His throw power needs work. But I mean, in comparison to any quarterback we'll get right now, he's probably the best. He's the number 128th quarterback in the nation. He's balanced 6'1", 198, and he's from Fort Stockton, Texas. Wayne McCray, he's 6'3", 292. He's from Terrell, Texas. He's the number 101 tackle in the country. He has a good rating for a freshman. Obviously, he's coming in to probably redshirt. I hope I don't have to start this guy right away, but if I do, he has decent enough statistics to do something. So 68 speed, 92 excel, 78 strength, 76 both in run block and pass block, and then 72 impact block. He could use a red shirt though. And then Bobby Williams, he already visited. He has 87 speed, 88 excel. I am thinking about moving him to either middle linebacker or strong safety. He's a free safety. He's a JUCO, so he's not going to develop much, but we're going to need safeties when next season rolls around. His agility is very weak, so that kind of turns me off of putting him at strong safety, but his zone coverage is really good, so we'll see how it goes. I'm leaning towards moving him to strong safety right now. We'll see. But he's 6'1", 175. He's from Coppell, Texas, and he's the number 69 free safety in the country. So today we play Michigan. Michigan looks like they are going to have a solid defense. It's going to be hard to get rhythm against this team. Obviously, they have the talent advantage in comparison to Stephen F. Austin. They have the number 1 defense in the country. They're number 13 against the run, and they're number 1 against the pass. They have the worst pass offense in the country, but they have the number 4 rush offense in the country, and that is not a good matchup for us. We're kind of small. We're built to stop the pass, even though we're not the greatest at stopping the pass right now. This time, this is a rematch from last season where we actually got a lead early on in that game in Ann Arbor, but they ended up scoring 21 points in less than 3 minutes, and ended up taking a 28-7 lead early on, which forced us out of our game. I am hoping that, you know, we can start hot like we did last season, but we got to keep our run game consistent. We got to be able to hit the short passes. We can't have the inaccuracy issues that Brady Hadaway was having against Texas State. Let's look at their players. Overall, Michigan is much worse than they were last season, but they still have 390 players, and then they're loaded in the 80s, as you can see. Their starting quarterback's a sophomore, Ron Timmons. 72 speed, 76 excel. Most likely he's going to have fantastic passing statistics. Yes, 89 throw power, 85 throw accuracy, which would be a superstar in my team. They're actually kind of weak at quarterback, you know, in comparison to what they typically have at Michigan. Running back is what we have to worry about the most. They have a 92 speed, 97 excel running back, 79 break tackle. Their backup running back, who's actually the star player. Oh, okay. It's probably John Hall that's starting, but they still are going to have a fantastic rotation of running backs. 90 speed, 89 excel, 83 break tackle. In terms of their offensive line, typical Michigan, they're going to have a strong offensive line. As you can see, they're all in the 80s, except for their right tackle, but I mean, still 79 is still a pretty good rating for an offensive lineman. We'll look at the defense that they run against us, but I believe it was a 4-3. So 2 defensive ends. We're playing a pretty good defensive line. It's going to be hard to. Their linebackers have really good speed. They have high-rated linebackers. Cornerbacks, obviously, solid. Free safety, solid. Strong safety, solid. So overall, very, very solid defense and very, very solid offense. This is going to be a challenge. Let's look at their coaching philosophy. I believe this coach's real name is Brady Hoke. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Kyle Peoples, it's still going to be the same offense, the multiple offense, which is always difficult to defend. Regardless of the defense you run, it's because they can keep you off balance between the run and the pass. They're looking to run the ball more and be aggressive, but they're not going to run no huddle on us. Defensively, they run the 4-3, which we looked at that. They're going to be strong up front and in the secondary. It's going to be very difficult for us to get something going. They are looking to defend the run first and be aggressive. We have to be ready with the screen game. We have to try and get our run game going. Don't know how plausible that is. And before we jump into this game, I appreciate anyone that watches this series. You know, every view matters. If there's 2 or 3 people that are enjoying this series, it makes it worth it to record and edit and put in the work. This really is a grind to do these particular videos. So it's something I've grown an appreciation for, you know, for all the other YouTube Dynasty creators on YouTube. But, you know, please hit that subscribe, the like, leave me a comment in the comment section. And, you know, it really helps the channel grow, and we can watch our boys, our Lumberjacks, continually grow. Let's jump into this game. We're gonna wear our red alternates today. Last season, these guys were able to get a very early lead on us. We actually took the lead on our first drive, but after that, you know, they tied it up, and then we had a couple of mistakes, and they just scored quickly. We had a pick 6, and then we had Gus Johnson kind of screw up on a kick return. They were able to take a quick 28-7 lead, and we had to fight our butts off to even make it look close. It ended up being 42-25 last season. This game most likely will be pretty similar. You know, we're still gonna battle. We're still gonna try and beat these guys, but it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be difficult. Oh, and we have a rain game, which actually caters to them. They have the strong running game. Damn, that's not good. We're playing in the rain against Michigan. Probably the worst. We might as well have played in the snow, because this is going to make this matchup even more challenging. All right, here we go. Gotta wear the red highlights. Hopefully it gives us a spark. We need to make sure that we get Hadaway in rhythm early. You know, read option, quick passes. Nothing that Hadaway can overthrow. I think I just jinxed myself with that, but we need to get Hadaway in rhythm. It's very important that we get him in rhythm. Otherwise, we stand no chance in this football game. I think the best thing is not to come out and allow them to play their base man defense, their 4-3. I need to come out, I need to spread them out. Make sure that they're not able to be comfortable on defense. And a decent start to Attaway's game with a 10-yard rush. We don't get the first, but it is 2nd and inches. That makes it manageable on 2nd down. Oh, and we double him, so that's going to work out. And Gus with the stiff arm absolutely knocked that guy's jaw off his face. That's the thing I love about Gus, man. He's such a tough runner. So it's 1st and 10. We have the ball at the 40-yard line. I have this screen called. I'm going to audible out of it because they are playing press. And that's a guaranteed interception with that particular play. If I continue with it. And Gus throws someone off, but is hit immediately by what looks like the nickelback. That's a big freaking cornerback. Good grief. 3rd and 7. We have the ball at the 43-yard line. I'm looking at Foster across the middle, but I'm going to have Bearden on the drag just in case, because it looks like they're running a cover 2. So Foster, yeah, there you go. Perfect. Perfect. That's a 15-yard gain. We're inside their territory now. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 43. And it doesn't look like they're playing a cover 2, so I don't know if Brooks is going to be able to get open. And Attaway way undershoots that pass. Mosley was open. Our best option right here is hopefully they're not playing press on Lott. And we get Lott across the middle. Let's see. Looks like they're bringing a blitz. Hard to tell. And Lott with a beautiful catch over the middle. We're going for it. It's going to be 4th and inches. We got to go for it. And we're running right at their freaking star defensive tackle. Hopefully we have him double blocked. And we get it. We get the first. That's a 1st down for Stephen F. Austin. Austin is such a tough runner. He always moving forward. That's why his success rate on 3rd down is so high. It's because, you know, he's such a tough runner. So it looks like they're playing a cover 2. This should work for the read option. And Gus breaks a tackle, and that's a face mask. Let's go. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty on them. That's going to put us into the red zone, I believe. Oh my goodness gracious. Attaway was so inaccurate on that slant. Man, Chief Cato's going to be pissed off at that one. You do not get a helmet sticker for that. It's 3rd and 9. I don't know if I like this particular look they're giving me. And that's a 1st down for Brooks. Let's go. 10-yard gain. We're inside the 1. This has been a really good drive. We've consumed, what, 4 minutes on this particular drive right here. And we don't get the block. All right, 2nd and goal here at the 1. And Gus. Oh, dude, Gus gets destroyed. And we get stopped short. We gotta go for it, honestly. I'm gonna run behind the strong point of my interior line. And that's a touchdown. We take the lead and we consume most of the 1st quarter on this drive. What a beautiful drive led by Attaway, man. Now the issue is Michigan can quick strike us. So we got a lead. This is how, wow, 17 plays, 70 yards, and almost 6 minutes taken off the clock. This is how last year's game started. And then Michigan just blew up. This is a screen pass. I get blocked. That's going to be an easy 1st down. And oof. Caleb gets stiff-armed into oblivion. Huge gain, 48-yard gain for Michigan. They're at the other side of the field at the 27, I believe. Like I said, Michigan has the potential to quick strike us, and they just did. They're already at the 15. And, well, at least we get the... And he gets up and scores. Oh my gosh. I hate that. I hate that animation. Michigan goes right down the field in what? 50... Well, actually, like less than a minute. And they're not even a no-huddle offense. That's the wild thing. He's 5 of 8 for 39. That's actually not too bad considering, you know, comparing how he started last game. 62 gets pushed around, but Attaway Slide down, Attaway. Okay. Well, he gains the first down. We're at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Another decent drive for us. Looks like they're either playing a cover 3. Could be bringing a blitz. I am hoping they do. They do not, but we have Gus. As long as we get these blocks. Gus with a good gain. We're down to the 22-yard line. Do I like the play action? I guess we'll see. We cannot have a turnover. I'd rather take the sack than have a turnover. It's 2nd and 6. We're here at the 18-yard line. Beautiful touchdown. Touchdown. Beautiful throw by Attaway. And the play action works. That's what happens when we can set up our play action with the read option. That's what happens. And Attaway is looking good so far in this football game. That drive does not consume as much time as the first one did, but we definitely at least consumed a couple minutes off of the clock. Easy completion to the tight end over here. And that's a tackle for Attaway. Makes that guy flip around. They have us in a bad situation. And this is a speed option. Can we get the tackle? No, we cannot. He's stepping into block. And I get the tackle. Good job, Amaretto. I'm actually just going to let Amaretto do his thing over there. And we can... No! That's a fumble! Get him! Yeah! It's called timeout. That was a weird play, man. We should have had the sack. He breaks it off, but we force a fumble, or he tried to pitch it. I don't know what happened there. But, hey, our defense gets a stop on third and short at that. Yeah, let him run the clock out. Okay, that's the end of the first half. Our boys are performing really well in this football game. It looks like they haven't... No, he's not injured. Our boys are performing pretty well. Our offense is controlling the game. We're running the ball effectively. Attaway is in kind of a rhythm. He hasn't thrown an inaccurate pass since early on. Defense had one good stop, and it gave us another opportunity to try and score. I did not try to play too aggressive. We have a lead. Let's see if we can keep this going and get the upset. This would be the biggest win in Stephen F. Austin history. It's like I'm covering the running back. We're in our 3-4 alignment. Now I'm covering Washington, which is their other tight end. A beautiful tackle by Amaretto. He got around the block and stiffs the running back, tackles him in the open field. That a boy, Amaretto. They're going to bring a screen, so I'm manning up on their running back, maybe? Oh, they're running to the... And we don't get the tackle, and he breaks it. Ah, oh, dudes, you got to get the tackles in the open field. And this is a toss play. Oh, I missed the tackle. What am I doing? They convert another 3rd and short. So they're down to the 35-yard line now. They have a 3-4 alignment, 2nd and 5. Ooh! Hippolyte! You gotta pick that off, bro. And that's a screen pass. And he breaks the tackle, but Amaretto forces him out of bounds. It's gonna be 4th and 2. Are they gonna go for it? Come on. Come on, defense. Oh, and we get stiff-armed. They get the first. Damn, they're converting all these 3rd and shorts, 4th and shorts with big plays. We cannot tackle this running back right now. And they look like they're running to the right, so I'm gonna commit right. And we get the stop! What a play! What a play by our defense! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. Finally, we got a tackle in the open field, and that was Amaretto. Man, he's better without me using. That's embarrassing. I just embarrassed myself on YouTube. Chief Cato's gonna be pissed at me. And we do get the blocks. Spin it. Ah, good job, Mosley. That's a, 15-yard gain on 2nd and 11? I love it when Mosley runs the jet sweep, man. He's so good at it. I don't know why. I mean, maybe he was like a former running back before I was hired. I don't know. He's so good on that jet sweep, though. And, you know, our blocks were good, too. And we get... thankfully, he drops it. So I'm going to look towards Lott here on this play on this 3rd and 5. Never mind. Brooks drops it. Come on, Brooks. You got to catch it, man. Is that his 2nd drop of the game? So that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Get your 4s up. Let's get this victory. Let's go. You know, we have our work cut out for us, though. They are really, really good, though. We gotta watch this running game that they have. 3rd and 2, they have the ball inside the 30, and oof, we get pancakes all over the place, and they're gonna score. It's a tie football game now. And they stop us. I don't think we can kick a field goal from here. Yeah, this is the territory where I just kind of have to go for it, honestly. See if they're running a man defense. They are. All right. See if we could get Lott open here. Lott catches it, and he converts. We're down to the 22-yard line. Let's go. Man, he overthrew that, but luckily it worked out. The cornerback bit on something for some reason, and we were able to get it over his head. Get the block. Okay. Decent little run for Attaway. He's down. It's gonna be 3rd and 2. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I had someone open. What am I doing? Ah, I meant to throw it to triangle and I pressed R1. Híjole, I almost screwed that. And he makes it. We take the lead. All right, defense, this is on you now. And easy completion. They're down to what, the 46-yard line? It's 1st and 15. They have the ball at the 49. Easy completion, but he drops it. Man, their receivers cannot catch today. 2nd and 15. Oh, and he throws it. I don't know who he was throwing it to on that play. I knew it was going to be a screen. Nice tackle by Murphy. Let's go. It's 4th and 19. And I'm going to call timeout, actually. Just to get my defense a rest. Make some adjustments. Come on, defensive line. Robinson forces the fumble. Yeah, we're going to win this game. Let's go. Let's go! We're gonna get the upset. Beautiful, Darren. Beautiful. Yeah! What a play. Just pulled off the biggest upset in Stephen F. Austin history. And we win. We win. That's our 2nd victory of the season. We beat the number 12 team in the nation. And Attaway is the player of the game. Totally deserving. He had 2 of our touchdowns. What a win. And we had a bunch of visiting prospects too, so that's huge for our recruiting as well. We might get a bunch of commitments, hopefully. Kind of picture that. Ugh. So like I said, Attaway had a great, not a great game, but he managed the game really well. 14 of 24, 58% completion percentage, 138 yards thrown, and a touchdown. From the rushing end of things, obviously we weren't able to get too much going, but we were able to get Gus 4.4 a carry. Attaway scored 1 touchdown, threw for 1. He had 11 for 34, 11 for 49 for Gus, 1 for 15 for Mosley, 1 for 7 for Brooks, and 1 for 1 for Lawson. And then Mike Brooks led the way in receptions and yardage, 4 for 53 and 1 touchdown. He did have a drop, but that's fine. 4 for 24 for Gus, 3 for 30 for Lott, 1 for 12 for Mosley, 1 for 4 for Bearden, and then 1 for 15 for Foster. Defensively, our boy Ashanti Amaretto led the way. He led the way in tackles. We accumulated 5 tackles for loss. Murphy had 2, Gray, Amaretto, and Robinson each had 1. Sacks, well, the only sack that matters, Darren Robinson's game-winning sack that forced the fumble. Of course, they jumped on it, but it doesn't matter. We were able to get that on 4th down, and that ultimately won this game for us. So what a play for Robinson. So our AD says, Coach McCockiner, congrats for adding another win to your career total. Target wins for this season is 9 wins, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if we're going to get to 9 wins this season. And we do nab 5 commitments after beating Michigan. We nabbed that Bobby Williams, he's versatile. He could play 3 positions on our defense. Eric Watson, who's probably going to move to middle linebacker. David Dingle. Jason Thurman's probably moving to defensive end. And then Oh, they're projecting Fernandez to be a right outside linebacker. Most likely, we're moving him to either offensive or defensive line. He's a little bit slow, but and we have some people ready to visit. What a week for us! I appreciate y'all watching. Please hit that subscribe, the like, leave me a comment in the comment section, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Our next opponent is La Tech. Later, Essentials.